Practice.
Much action.
Yeah. I mean, practice 15. So they're tired, but energetic, very positive. They love coming to practice, working with each other and competing against each other.
What you like about the way things are going, Coach, in terms of the direction?
I love the energy. I love the attention to detail. Whether they're at practice or away from the building, there's a real accountability. There's been really strong leadership this camp from our senior players in particular, and the senior and junior class, really holding each other accountable. We're doing a lot less as coaches driving that, but as you're on your way to a guy to get a behavior corrected, an older player is already on him. So very in a positive way, an appropriate way.
What have you seen from Ron Johnson? What did you see from last year? What do you hope to see more of?
There is we got a couple of weeks before games, but so far it's been the most consistent approach that he's had. He's been very professional in his approach. He's come to work each day. He really hasn't had a bad day, an average day. He's been up for the offensive effort award for the day each day. So he's preparing to have a strong season.
Some of those sophomore receivers with Beals and Mayala and Wayne, what are you seeing out of those guys?
They're talented players, aggressive to the football. It's very important to them. They give the same effort and energy whether they're getting the ball or whether they're not getting the ball. Their blocking downfield is improving, and that triggered effort to the defenders on the runs is what I've been most impressed with so far.
When you have such an experienced offensive line, how does that kind of translate during practices?
They should be able to not. One thing that for sure is translated is there's not a lot of people loose in the backfield, where that's been a kind of a hallmark so far. Getting the play started has been a bit of a problem at times for the first few seasons. As we're into practice now, we see so much less of that. And now we're just coaching another higher level of how to get to that next second level. Some finishing style conversations as it relates to the runs and pass protection.
Has Vontae Jakes had a good camp?
Excellent, yeah. Really strong camp. We fight to, and he's been very focused on his weight and making sure he stays at a functional weight. And he's done a very good job of that. He practices very hard. He really brings an energy to practice to get better at that craft. And that's a challenging job. That field outside linebacker he's got a lot of work to do out there. A lot of field space. Very special, gifted players are standing out and around him. And then he's also got a significant run job. So it's challenging work, but he's done a great job with it.
Coach, you talked about a quarterback. You've got two good quarterbacks. What have you seen so far, and who's looked good?
I think we have four good quarterbacks. I feel like any of the four could go in and run the offense. Next man in. That's our mentality. But I mean, it's Bryant. That's never changed. He's taken over and moving his game forward. We don't have a quarterback controversy. We're not going into practice 16 wondering who the quarterback is. It's really a lot of fun that way. And it's a healthy group. They really help each other. They're all getting ready for when their opportunity comes, and they'll all have their opportunity. So we've been very pleased with all four, right down to Donovan. So freshman Donovan, special player, talented player, and he's going to really be a lot for the conference, in the future. But Brian's doing a great job.
What does Cole Orms be showing you? How's he come back from missing 6 games?
More professional in keeping his weight on and really working that, making sure he's got the kind of body mass to do the jobs and push the tackle back. He fundamentally has really worked on his foot action, key steps, violent hand, strike, and positioning. So he's able to compensate and play a little bit bigger based on his explosiveness and his fundamentals right now than he actually is. So that's been very, very positive, and he's becoming a leader.
Bob, after spring game, you talked about how Ron Johnson's improvement would let you save some wear and tear on our heel. by mixing it up a little bit more. You still look at it that way?
I do. Ron is preparing himself to have a real good year. He needs to carry the ball. He needs to get the ball. I'm sure he'll continue to, in my world, the way you prepare is going to be the way that you perform. And he's prepared great, and I expect him to perform great, and he'll have every opportunity to do that.
Are they both comfortable with that?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There'll be more than enough opportunities for both.
Bob didn't see Jay Rose out again.
Yeah, Jay's not feeling well. I don't really know anything else.
Is something serious that could keep him out for a long period?
Again, I don't know anything else.
How about Hicks? Do you see him out for a while, or is it just
No.
temporary?
I can't necessarily prognosticate it, but I'd say a week. You know, maybe a week and a half. And our sports performance team is awesome. So I don't think he could go today, but I'm thinking about a week and a half.
How's Carazzo looked? He looks a lot bigger than he was last year.
Yeah, I mean, what was shocking the other day was he drops into the curl flat, and he looked better and more explosive than he's ever looked. And that's really something, because he's probably carrying 20 more pounds. So he's been impressive so far with the size, speed, athleticism, and he goes so hard. It's just it's kind of a neutralizer, you know.
Davis adjusted quick. Looked like the F seems like to be contributing.
It's the contact.
Yeah.
Once he started to learn how to bring your hips into the blocking and or the tackling on special teams, because if you've never really hit, we're trying to see, okay, he's going to be and play the F tight end position, but also he needs to play all the special teams. So, but you're going to have to tackle, So it's been fun teaching him blocking and tackling. That has been fun, and he's willing. So if you're willing, you got a chance.
It looked like he saw a lot of time with the ones today too.
Oh, I mean, he acts like a one. He he conducts his business like a one. He's a try-hard guy. He's tough and smart, energetic, great passion, communicator, leader. I mean, how are you going to have a bad play with a guy like that out there?